Hello everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy is back with another unboxing, and it's one I'm pretty excited about because we are in the depths now of the new Super Sentai series, Ryu Soldier, and we have our first mecha of the season that we're going to unbox right here. This is Kishiryuoh, that easy for me to say. So the way it works with this one is you could have bought this in two different ways. They have, red by himself and then blue and pink as a duo. You could have bought all three together as one. I tried, couldn't find it on the website, whatever, it doesn't really matter. You get it either way. And then both green and black are coming out. Green is actually on its way now, shipped here. And they're actually also going to release a package of all five together. But the way it works is it's kind of like Kishiryuoh in the sense that red, pink, and blue form one mecha. And then instead of black and green being extra arms, I believe they're each individually also extra armor. And then all five can combine, all that sort of good stuff. But the one thing I noticed just looking at this stuff compared to like Kishiryuoh is I feel like this is going to be more versatile. Because red on its own has a lot of cool features looking at this box. And then there's just different ways you can combine them. The way it works is, if you can see, is these connector joints remind me a lot of like the joints on like a Lego. How Legos connect to each other. So it has different pieces that can connect in different ways. So anyway, red here, you see him by himself. It's got the same red soul that is in the Morpher, the changer, which acts as the head. So there shouldn't be any difference there. You just get two of the same, which is pretty common when there's gimmicks for a series, is that you end up with two of the same with the red if you buy both mecha and changers. On the top, you see him looking at Red Ranger chilling out, talking about the souls as the gimmick, showing the combinations, the individual Zords, mecha, whatever you want to say. And in the back, it shows that it has the different connector points. It looks like there are 8 connector points on it. The shoulders, the knees, the wrist, and then one in the chest, and then one, let's be honest, in the groin, it looks like. And then it also shows the different ways you can connect it. You can connect it so it looks like blue is in the chest area. You can connect it so red's there. You can connect it so pink's in. Like, basically, it's different ways to connect it so one of the different 3 Rangers is like in charge, is the main pilot. And then even by itself, you can combine the T-Rex on the arm. Kind of looks like Megatron from Beast Wars. Yes, if you remember that. And then it talks about the way it changes from T-Rex to Mecha mode. And then over here, not a lot of difference. Just got a shot of the team on the top. Same stuff on the side. This has the blue and the pink souls, which I don't have yet, which is nice that you don't have to buy like a belt buckle to get those. Like the belt buckles for like the extra souls, not the core ones, which is what happened in the past with like Gokaiger. And then again, just shows the different connection stuff. So we're going to check out the blue and the pink souls as well. I think it would be nice if we check those out first. So we can just play some sounds and then we can get down to the nitty gritty of the mecha. So that's what we're going to do. Popping open my blue and my pink. Oh yeah. Pop that open. Anything interesting in here? There probably shouldn't be much here. The 2 mecha are each just 2 pieces. So there's not a lot behind them, and just shows some of the connection stuff, but I'm guessing this is also going to be in the instructions for the red. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Come on out. Come on out. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Awesome. Alright, so I'll pop that back in. So it's not in our way. Take off some plastic bags. Don't need no plastic bags. Alright, so here we got pink. I guess this is one thing I'm going to mention also going forward, is that I like this idea, this gimmick. The only thing I'm not thrilled on is how much smaller blue and pink are compared to red. Like, I've never been a big fan of where red is too much of the base. I go back to like Ava Ranger / Dino Thunder, where blue's an arm, and then like yellow is just the helmet and up, it sits on the chest, and then red is everything else. You know, like it's one, I'm not really big on one Ranger being everything. But anyway, so it's 2 pieces. Again, definitely Lego connector like joints. Same thing with this. Really, they're basically the exact same mecha, just the difference is the horn and the, you know, the hammer part. So this is an Ankylosaur, and this is a Triceratops. Look at that nose. Triple H-like nose right there. Anyway, so we've got our 2 souls. Got our Triceratops and an Ankylosaur. You see him, oh, you see him like that. I will notice one thing quickly looking at the back of these is that they actually have unique heads as well. So if you look at the other souls that are available, what's interesting about them is that red has a unique head, and then all the other ones, all the bonus souls have like the same generic head on the back. So they're not really used, specifically supposed to be used for this sort of thing. Anyway, so we're going to check this out. Another thing I've noticed about these sounds is that if you use a generic soul, you know, one that's not one of the actual Ranger's main souls, they all make the same basic sound in this, but they make unique sounds in the sword. So in some ways, they're kind of more, the sword's a little more versatile than the changer, which I wasn't expecting. Anyway, let's try blue. Melt. So you get his unique dinosaur noise that way. Anki Rose is what she calls it. So you get the unique name of the dinosaur and then a little sound that's supposed to be unique too. So not a lot to it, but you know. Blue! So they make actually the same sound in this. That's the weird thing I've noticed is that so Ranger Souls sound unique in the Morpher but not the sword, and other souls sound unique in the sword, not the Morpher, which logically does make sense, but it is something that you don't typically see. So that's an interesting little tidbit you got there. Anyway, so we got our souls, we'll set them aside. And now we're going to go to the main course. We're going to bust open red. Get that T-Rex out, because you can't have a dinosaur series without the Red Ranger having a T-Rex, right? That's just how it goes. I would like some variety in that sense, you know? I heard the 6th Ranger, the Gold Ranger for this series, because the 6th Ranger is almost always gold nowadays, actually has a dinosaur that we've never had before in Sentai. I believe it's a water-based one, so that'd be cool. I'd dig that. Always like some uniqueness. I mean, there's a lot of dinosaurs out there. You don't have to always just pick the same ones. Alright, so these little pieces that connect are going to be like on the shoulders and arms and everything. But there's drills and guns, so you can switch them out. That's going to be a part of the gimmick there. Obviously, got the T-Rex head. Open, close. Got the same little connector joint on the back. Got another red. So I've got 2 reds now. Let's see what's here. Another piece. Ooh, this one's taped. These would be the claws, the feet of the T-Rex. Oh, one more small piece. The tail, of course. Can't have a T-Rex without a giant tail. It's got connectors in 2 spots. And then finally, the main part himself. Okay, you know what? This is actually a decent size. Like, it's not too big, not too small. And the one thing I noticed immediately by looking at this that you can probably see yourself is that you can just tell it's very, like, actually good proportions. I guess that's not the nicest way to say it, but it's like the proportions feel more humanoid. Like, the legs aren't too bulky. There's no, like, legs that are connected because it's just a big block. Everything actually moves on its own. You know, like, everything looks like an actual person proportion. It kind of reminds me of the Red Ranger from Ninja in his battle mode. You know, looking at it from afar. So, anyway, I got that popped open. And I also kind of like Megazords that don't have sounds. I feel like sounds are overrated when it comes to mecha. Sometimes they just, you know, stupid battery drain. You never really want to play with them very much, and they don't add a lot. Anyway, so let's take a look at this. First thing I'm going to do is attach the feet. Which way do they want them? Let me see. Oh, they got it like this, actually, so. Boom. Pop in, simple enough. So we're going to go to T-Rex mode. Put the legs down. Looks like this. Oh, okay. Fold like this. Arms go down. Da 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 da. Right, okay, so they actually have the arms like this, not all the way down. T-Rex head, like so. Tail, like so. And then these pieces. So the cannons go in the back. Wait, where do they go? Cannon here. Wait. How does that go in? Oh, the other way around. Sorry, duh. That makes sense. So the cannons actually have a little bit of a pivot joint so they can go up and down. And then we've got our 2 drill bits, which go here. Okay, let me just take a look. See how mine is looking compared to this one. I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, so this is the T-Rex mode. It actually feels quite light. And also you can, if you want, you can take your little red dude, and he can just, let me see, what's the easiest way to pop him in there? Make sure I got him right. He doesn't want to go in. Okay, there he is. Yeah, so he just chills in there. You know, kind of like a little commander chilling there. But yeah, this is actually pretty light. So comparatively speaking, I think the legs, the way they transformed on Kishiryuoh were pretty annoying. And honestly, they weren't that great in on Aba Ranger either. I thought they were probably the most bulky. Like, you had to finesse them a little bit. So comparatively speaking, I think this is actually pretty cool. It's a pretty easy, simple transformation, but it has a lot of parts to it, so it looks nice. I like the little claws for the hands. I think they're very nice, very pointy, very unique compared to other ones where they actually had little fingers. And now let's do the transformation quickly. So, easiest way to do that, it looks like it. Okay, so obviously, take my man out of here. Take off the little pieces. Obviously makes a lot of sense. Pop the tail off. Fold this around again. Oop. Don't pop that off. I'm trying to pop that off. Oh, there must be a button to release. Oh yeah, on the bottom, there's a release. So they lock into place once you've moved them, but you have to hit this button to release them so they can get back up here and lock properly. Let's see how we do this. Put the arms down. You can go back in. Oh, he goes, okay, see, the thing is that there's actually some little connectors here to slide it in, like on the back. And so they only go one way. So when you've got it in dinosaur mode, it's harder to fit him in, but he locks in perfectly when you're putting him in for mecha mode. You hear the little clicks. See? Boom, pops right in. And then the main way to combine them up here is you put the tail on the back. Looks good. And then the cannons go on the arms in this mode. That's why they have double connector joints. So they can connect that way or in the back. And then the drills, they like them on the shoulders with the pointy parts out like that. And so this is the, yeah, stay on there. So this is the main mode of it. It's main mecha mode by itself without any attachments. Again, I just think it looks really good this way. The head might be a little too protruding. The tail on the back actually looks fine. But again, proportion-wise, this is some of the best proportions I have ever seen for a mecha. It reminds me a lot of like having the Red Battle Zord in Die Rangers / MMPR Season 2. You know, where he's got a lot of functionality on his own before any of the other ones combined with him. Which, you know, that's a high praise indeed. Everybody likes the main original Season 1 Megazord. But honestly, for me, the Shogun is... Not Shogun. Just the Thunder Megazord is just... It's better in just a lot of ways. Anyway, so we're going to show you the variant modes pretty quickly. So the way that works is you just take... Here's the tail variant mode. Pop this off. Pop these two off. You put, the way they want this is they want one cannon in the middle of two drills. Then you take the T-Rex head off. Oh, it goes the other way. Derp. So that can connect. And you attach it via the middle one on the arm. And then you take the T-Rex tail and you pop it in this spot. And so this is a battle mode where it's got the giant T-Rex head as a weapon. See? Dig that. Second very obvious, very cool variant mode. And then the other way is to switch it on the other arm without the T-Rex head. So you pop T-Rex head back on, pop this off, pop this back off, put a drill back, put a drill back, take these off, pop them together, pop the tail like this. So now it's actually facing forward instead of sideways. Oops, like this. And that's cool thing is that it's the way the joints are is you can move them 90 degrees. You know, they don't have to be any one specific way in that sense. And then you just pop these back on via the lower one. And so it's another battle mode where it's just using the tail. It's kind of like a sword, so to speak. You know, it's got a very pointy forward motion to it, so very cool. So 3 variations to use just the main Megazord. And then obviously after that, we're going to show you some of the variations for using the pink and blue. So obviously you put them apart for some of their main modes. I think I'm just going to get to let's see, which mode am I going to use? I'm just going to go in the order that the paper has them. So the way the paper wants me to do it this time is to use them as shoulders. So you take this part, put him on one shoulder, take this drill, put it on this shoulder, let's see. We've got her on a cannon. Put that down here. Got him on the sword. Pop that over here. Throw this back on the back where it was before. And bam! Is this the main variation or is this a different one? Let me look. Yeah, this is the main variation. This is the main 3 knights. So again, it just adds extra pieces to it. So the tail up here, I believe, acts as a cannon. I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe it's just there for decoration. You got the pointies over here. But again, you got this too. So the Ankylo kind of acts like a shield. And then obviously the Triceratops acts like a sword. You can tell because I went shield. I don't know what I'm saying. I also believe you can switch out the head. So that's another bonus. Because they have unique head designs. So you got blue head in there. Isn't that the name of the bad guy in SPD? Yeah. And then you've got pink head, which sounds like a disease. But yeah, so there's just so many different variations. Very, very cool. Oh, and the other one I want to show you quickly to finish this out, because I don't want to go over every little variation, but it shows like, so you can use like these. It can stand on it. So it has like variations from that sense, because there are connectors on the feet as well, as you can see. And there are variations where you put everything on one arm. You can use it, put it in T-Rex mode, and then mount these on the sides of it. But the other big mode it looks like it has here is a tank mode. So I just want to quickly show you the tank mode, and we're going to call it good after that. So let's see. So I'm just going to start taking things off as quickly as possible, so I'm not wasting too much more time. Alright, so first thing I need to do is to get this back down. Oops. Oh, at least the arms pop right off easily enough. Yep. Oh, and this pops off too. So it's very user-friendly. Okay. So this is it sitting down. Let's see. So drills up here. Oh, it wants me to, hold on. So it actually wants these. I think it might actually want to, let me see, which way does this want me to do this? This is very confusing. How to get to this final mode. Is it like this? Okay, I gotcha. So you got to really get these up on each other. And then you put the head on. Let's see. Got the drills down there, right? Oh wait, no, my bad. Those weren't supposed to be there. Okay, so we've got this like that, and then we put these two cannons. One goes here, one goes there, next to each other, back to back. These get put back together, and then they each have a drill attached to them. He's got his like this in the back, and this one's got in the front. No, sorry, back like that. Okay. And then they each attach to the sides, like so, to kind of give it some support. And then this is a tank mode. Look at that. Got a cool tank mode for it. So that's going to be the final one I'm going to show you again. There's more. I'll give you a quick look at the different designs at the end to show you some more variability. But again, just looking at this, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 different modes of just you can rearrange the different pieces and determine if you want to use pink and blue or not. I am blown away, honestly, by the amount of variety in this mecha. You know, we've had so many in recent seasons where it's just been like, you know, like the cubes from Juoja, where they just you know, whoa, this one's on top and no, it's in the middle. Or as much as I liked Kishiryuoh, not Kishiryuoh, Q-Ranger. Ugh, sorry. They're all so similar. How it moved the different, the arms and the legs around, that was all cool, but like, by itself, just to only have, I mean, just one mecha by itself, and then you can add 2 more to even add more to it, but like, just so much variety. Like, the Lego joint is such a great idea. And like I said before in other videos, rumor is that Lupin Ranger, Pat Ranger had some abysmal sales, and they were looking for ways to get kids excited again. That's obviously why they went to the dinosaur theme. But just to have this much variety, like, this is a great toy. This is probably the best mecha I have seen in a long, long time. So if this isn't enough to get kids excited, I mean, to me, then the root problem is the program itself. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for this video for right now. Like I told you before, I hope you enjoyed this, and I have the green mecha on its way today. I might film that video today, might film it tomorrow. Soon, though. I also have the 5 basic figures from Beast Morphers. I want to do a review of that as well. So there's definitely some more review videos coming out for you very, very soon. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I said, I keep saying that. I know I do. But until next time, I am Jeremy, aka Captain Subpar, saying to you forever and always that I am going to be King of the Geeks. Sorry to have more personal stories for you guys. It's just been crazy. This month has just been insane. Anyway, so I'm just going to give you a quick little look. You can see the different variations. There it is as like feet. So yeah, that's just a ton of stuff. I highly recommend getting this if you haven't already. Anyway, see you later, guys.